guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm really excited, as always, to get this video started and to kind of jump into a little bit of who I am, what this channel is about, and start sharing the message that has been on my heart. The first few videos that I published here on my channel had a lot to do with my twins and their birth story, and that was all because of the video 20 Tiny Toes that was posted here on my channel almost 6 years ago now. And I just thought I should probably share a little bit about that story, but that is not what this whole channel is about. So I want to tell you a little bit about who I am, just so you can get an introduction, just so you can start piecing the puzzle together, and just so that we can connect a little bit more on a lot of different levels. My name is Nicole Withrow, and I'm an Ohio girl, and I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I am an entrepreneur, I'm a dreamer, I am all the above. I am a hot mess, probably to say the least. So just for example, this morning I got up about 4:45. I couldn't fall back asleep and I went for a run, got home, hurried up and got ready. We are currently a single car family, and my sister happens to drive pretty close by my house and works in the same town that I work in. So she picked me up, but in the meantime, I was trying to get myself ready. I was trying to get the kids ready. I was out the door by 7 a.m. So this is what you get. It's not always picture perfect. I tell you what, most of the time, I don't even think the back of my hair is really curled right now, but it's just who I am. It's the season of life that I am in, and I feel like I have to throw that out there, that I am not gonna look 100% YouTube camera perfect all the time. My video qualities are gonna be like, I'm still learning on this, so just bear with me. I am so new to this that it's not even funny. I might look like I have confidence behind the camera, but every time before I hit record, I have to give myself the world's biggest pep talk. So I mentioned a little bit about what I do. I like to call myself a hope coach, because I tell you what, I think that is the one thing that I find myself doing the most throughout my day, is encouraging people and breathing life to them and giving them hope and giving them something to have their life built on, which is their faith. I have not always had confidence. I have not always been hope-filled. I have not always been really what you maybe call like an optimist, the glasses kind of half full kind of person. I also am a financial coach. I am certified in that, and that came out of a long financial struggle journey in our personal finances, and I do plan to share more on that. My husband and I, we're close to $100,000 in personal debt, consumer debt, between student loans, car payments, credit cards, the medical bills. A couple years ago, we decided that we were going to get out of debt, so we are officially debt-free, and I became a certified financial coach because of our journey there. So that is part of my career today. I am a Christian. I do plan to share my testimony of faith here on my channel, just because it is not very traditional. I have had an up and down relationship in my walk with the Lord, and I tell you what, if I can be saved, anybody can be saved. I mentioned before that I am a dreamer and I am an entrepreneur. I definitely have always had this in my heart. Ever since a young age, I was always looking for ways to make money. I have always known that I wanted to be my own boss, or I wanted to control my own income. And I really got a taste of that in my early to mid-20s, when I had a home-based business, and I have had a bakery, I have been in MLM businesses, I have had commission-based jobs, and I have always loved the idea of making my own hours and setting my own time and saying what appointments I take and what projects I take and which ones I wouldn't. I love the entrepreneur lifestyle of just having a dream and watching it come together. I love working with people and coaching them. I also love watching people's dreams come true, and I love to watch people live out their God-given purpose and using their God-given talents to make their dreams come true. I wouldn't be honest with you guys if I decided just to highlight myself and tell you everything that is really the fun stuff about me. So let me just tell you a few of the things that I struggle with the most. I am probably one of the biggest control freaks out there. I'm kind of particular about how things are set up and arranged. I also have a lot of stress and anxiety that revolves around that, because I get really anxious and I just tend to freak out if I feel like I'm like smothered. And so that has resulted in me kind of being a minimalist at home. Our family has been on a journey with that. We've gotten rid of like I'd say at least 60% of the things that we once owned a few years ago. I'm also a pretty anxious person. It runs highly rampant throughout my family, and I did not get the luck of missing out on that. So I struggle with anxiety, and in the last, even in the last few months of my life, I have actually had bouts of depression. I would say that I hit my rock bottom a couple months ago. I haven't shared that story quite yet, but I do plan to in the future. If I can come back from how dark things got, how deep things got there, then I know that there should be hope for you as well. I am a tense person. I suffer from a lot of tension headaches that I've been trying to find different ways to cope with and manage. And that's where like the exercise comes into the game. Not only have I had struggles with my weight, but the exercise kind of helps gets my muscles moving, and it also helps me get my heart rate up, and it also helps me kind of stay in shape, because that is a big struggle. I have a lot of systems that I do plan to share with you guys that have helped us kind of just survive this season of life with our kids being little. Like I said, I am a wife. My husband, his name is Brad. We have been together for over 10 years now. We were high school sweethearts, and our love story has been an up and down roller coaster, much like every relationship out there. There are seasons in relationships, there are seasons in life, and you just have to walk through those seasons together. Probably one of the luckiest wives out there. I have one of the hardest working, sympathetic, honest husbands that I think God ever created. I have never met a person that doesn't like my husband. He's like everybody's favorite guy to be around. It seems like we often joke in our house that if something was to happen in our relationship and we were to separate, I think my family would choose to have a relationship with Brad over me. So we definitely have had our seasons of struggle. We have had our seasons of stress. We have had our seasons of disagreement. We have been on the brink of giving up in our relationship. You may have noticed that I am a twin mom, but I also am a mom to a very spunky, rambunctious 2-year-old named Houston Levi. He did not come into the world quite as an exciting manner. His birth was pretty traditional, but I tell you what, he is a piece to our puzzle that was missing for a few years, and now I can't say that our family is complete yet, but I can say that he brings us so much joy. He has so much energy. He has such a big personality. He is a lot of work, but I am a mom of 3, so just factor that into being busy, factor that into the chaos in our daily life, and maybe you'll start getting a bigger picture of really that it's surprising that I'm here. I can promise you one thing, not all my videos are going to be coming from this setting. The only reason why the background looks like this, and it's soon to be changing, is because I have an office that I am able to go to a few days a week. I have a career, and then I have my own personal ministry that I am working on. When I come to my office, it's kind of like my safe haven, but I take all of my appointments here, and in the certain months I'm here, and in certain months I'm home. Another little thing that I have going on the side is the life coaching. I'd say 9 out of 10 times I find myself in a coaching session when I didn't even realize that I was sitting down to one. It starts out with maybe just getting coffee with somebody, getting a random Facebook message or Instagram DM, and the next thing you know, we're at the coffee shop and I'm pouring out my heart and giving them advice and, encouraging them and giving them hope and helping them find their passion. So that's where the life coaching has come about in my career. So this video is choppy, it's all over the place, but that's just kind of how my brain works. So if you have gotten to this point where you have stuck it out all the way to the end of this video, thank you and congratulations, because that's just kind of how my brain works. And if you can hold on to this and you can follow everything that I have going on, then I think we can be friends and I think we can fit in. So if that happens to be the case, make sure that you subscribe. I cannot wait to go on this journey with you guys, and there is more to come.